Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Tarot Twin Flame reading. This is Cards and Coffee with Tony. This reading is for Thursday, June 11th and Friday, June 12th, 2020. However, anytime you were here is exactly when you were meant to be here because time is limitless. So good morning. I hope you got your coffee and I hope you're ready to hear how your relationship's going to go today. All right, let's get the table set up for this reading. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the table. Let's get out our sage and let's get this table cleared and ready. All right. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And now I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align my own chakras. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's set the tone for this reading. Beautiful. And lastly, let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We call forth our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Excuse me. We ask you to please be present with us during this reading so that we may be better able to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to pull 2 cards for the Divine Feminine, 2 cards for the Divine Masculine, and 3 cards for the collective relationship. Okay, so let's get started with the Divine Feminine. Any cards that you see will be linked below in the description. All right, so first cards we're going to pull from are going to be the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle for our Divine Femme. So let's see, Femmies, how is this Thursday gonna go? Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, tell them, our Divine Feminines, what they can expect for today. We just need 1 card on the table, please. I think that's way too many. Yeah. Just 1, please. That's all we need. I hope you all have had a very good week. And I hope that you get a chance to check out this morning's tarot reading for the general, for the collective, because some of y'all are going to have a good day today. Oh my goodness. Be sure you check that out. I'll link it above. All right, Divine Mother, what message do you have for the collective today? We drew 2 cards, and you know what? That really is just too many cards. We just need 1 card. I'm going to shuffle 1 or 2 more times. If nothing comes out, we'll just grab that top card. Last shuffle. All right, top card. All right, we have Sisters of the Sacred Spiral. Interesting. That is number 27, which adds up to 9. So for my Divine Femmes, it looks like y'all may be coming to the end of a cycle. All right, Sisters of the Sacred Spiral. For some of you, that could be very literally, today is the last day of your menstrual cycle. Just a message I just heard in my head. And it's very interesting because see how they're all wearing red. So for some of you, this may mean that this is the last day of your menstrual cycle. However, back to this. The preparation for manifestation requires faith. There can be much effort and even more patience and persistence required before we see proof of our efforts and desired results. As we grow closer towards what we want, whatever has blocked us from having that in our lives will arise to be dealt with and resolved. You may feel as though you are losing ground, regressing, or somehow going further back on your path than you have been before. But you are not. You are becoming more able to live your dream. You are clearing out the issues that have prevented you from receiving what you want from our generous universe. You are going into, or you are already in, an intense period of personal and spiritual growth. This will entail much joy and forward movement towards your destiny, and also some confrontation with the darkness of your own being, fear, doubt, and grief, which will help you heal and become free to enjoy the manifestation of your dreams. You are guided to let go and trust in what is taking place. All right. So, Divine Femmes, I want you to understand, don't overthink these situations in your life, okay? You're going to be getting a lot of, as you're going through this intense period of personal spiritual growth, it says you're going to receive much forward movement, and you're also going to have confrontation. Remember that confrontation is the contrast. That contrast shows you what you do want and shows you what you don't want. So I don't want you to overthink these situations. When something feels right, go with it. When something doesn't feel right, stop. Okay, you know that everything will always work out for you. And if you don't believe me, go watch today's tarot. Today, everything is always working out for me. Say it with me, Divine Femmes. Everything is always working out for me. Okay, but Divine Femmes, it appears that some of you are starting to really go into some deep spiritual growth. So understand you're going to have a lot of contrast coming, good and bad. So just repeat after me. Everything is always working out for me. All right, for your tarot, Divine Femme, we're going to draw from the White Sage Tarot. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do you have for my feminine? Ooh, Ace of Cups. I sure do like that. That's a new feeling. It's about your intuition being really, really strong and being very creative and compassionate, emotionally overwhelming. Some of you could be having a very emotionally overwhelming day as you're going through some spiritual breakthroughs. Maybe some of you are going to be spending the day working on your own physical spirit. That's beautiful. All right, Divine Femmes, let's see what message we get for y'all. We need just one card on the table, please. Oh, that's way too many. Oh, nope. Thought it flipped. There we go. Oh, beautiful. This is funny. I'm telling you, you really do. You need to go. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, first of all, hold on. Let's start right here. You pulled Judgment. Like I said, you need to go watch today's daily tarot. Judgment. Usually when I see Judgment, that's, about the reckoning, the awakening. If any of you are going to court today, you're probably going to receive a judgment that is very favorable for you when you pull this card. But the other thing about this, it is about having a rebirth, okay? And that's what this is, a spiritual awakening. This is the end of a cycle, and it's about having a spiritual awakening. Something is coming to an end and causing you to have a spiritual awakening and a rebirth. And one thing I want to point out is that this card is also the number 20, and number 20 is what year it is. So anytime I see Judgment this year, that means this is coming this year. So you're literally going to have, some new knowledge. The light is going to turn on for you, right? The spiritual awakening, the great awakening is going to happen for you this year, Divine Feminine. And maybe today is a good day to work on your spirit. Now, what I think is beautiful is at the bottom of the deck, Divine Feminine, look what you drew. I love this card. It's my favorite. It's the Ten of Cups. Cups are your water signs, your Pisces, your Scorpio, your Cancer. But this also represents the happy family, happy home, alignment, right? By the way, Judgment, that's that Libra energy for some of you. So Divine Feminine, for those of you who are doing the work, who are doing the spiritual work, this rebirth, this is coming. This is coming this year. This new you, this new spiritual you, this person that you've been doing all the hard work, she's on her way. She's coming this year, and look what she is going to give you. Happiness, happy home, wishes come true, dreams filled. Yeah, beautiful, feminine. All right, this is a beautiful way to start this day, femmes. All right, masculines, it's your turn on the table. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, masculines, for your oracle card, we are going to draw from Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue. angels, what messages do you have for my divine masculines today? Freedom, freedom. Looks like some of you are going to be getting some freedom today. I know that's an answer a lot of you want to hear. Divine timing, it's coming. Divine timing, freedom is coming. Be listening. Listen for the time. Listen for the signs. Listen for your angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. All right, angels, what messages do you have for my divine masculine today? Masculines, what is y'all's story today? My feminine are working on themselves. They're being very introspective today. Doing the hard work on themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, finances, health, whatever, career, education. They're doing the hard work today. So tell me about angels. Tell me about what are the masculines up to today. Are they working as hard as my divine feminine today? Are they supporting my divine feminine today? What's their story? Let's see. We'll just need one card. Oh, there we go. Children. Okay. Oh, hang on. Forgiveness. You know, yeah, I am. I'm going to go ahead and keep these. Okay, so children and forgiveness. So divine masculine, the message I hear is two things. I hear two different messages, and this is very specific for some of you, so take whichever message this is for you. Some of you have been acting like children. Some of you have been acting very immature lately. And maybe it has been impacting your life. Maybe it's even been impacting this divine feminine. You know, maybe your divine feminine, maybe she's feeling very overwhelmed, and that's why she's going through this spiritual quest. You know, maybe she's seeking this illumination because you've been acting very childlike and childish, I should say, very immature. The good news is that the time has come for you to seek forgiveness. Okay, it's time for you to put down your childish ways and start acting like an adult. And the great news is that if you will do that today, if you will be self-aware enough to be aware that this is you, that you are being childish and immature with your divine feminine, divine masculine, she's going to forgive you. She's going to give you forgiveness because look here. 10 of Cups is on the table. You know, that's a harmony and happy home, happy life. So she's absolutely going to forgive you. Okay, now, second message I hear. Some of you need to forgive your children. Very specifically, divine masculine, I hear that some of you are holding on. You know, maybe your children have done something to upset you, and you're letting that energy carry forward today. Whether it happens early in the day, whether it happened yesterday, whether it happens later today, and you're just going to carry it forward all day long, I would strongly, strongly encourage you not to. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Your children need you to guide them. They need less yelling, more understanding, more listening, less talking, okay? Your children need you to forgive them and remember that they are children, and remember that you were a child once and you made many, 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 many mistakes. Let's let it go, divine masculine, okay? Now, let's draw from your tarot and see what you get. Let me get a sip of my coffee. All right, divine masculine, your tarot card today is going to be from the Dali Tarot, which happens to be, I mean, probably my favorite tarot deck of all time. It is so beautiful. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do we have for our divine masculine today? Okay, we have, strangely enough, the cards were split. Okay, that is the most bizarre thing. Look, when I opened it, there was one card turned upside down and opened right to it. That is so, so crazy. Oh, the Three of Wands, making plans and you know, making plans for the future is basically what that card is. Looking ahead and rapid growth. All right. Divine masculine. Let's see what tarot cards y'all have today. Okay. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We need one card on the table, please, just for our divine masculine. Tell us more about this children and forgiveness. Do they need to work on forgiving their children? Do they need to ask for forgiveness themselves from their children? Do they need to ask for forgiveness from their divine feminine because maybe they've been a little childish, a little immature? Tell us what we need to know. What about that children and forgiveness for our divine masculine? Tell us about it. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's way too many cards. Sorry. We just need one card, please. Oh. And we got 3 cards again. All right, we're going to just shuffle 1 or 2 more times. And then we'll just take that top card because Dolly today has apparently got a lot to say. 3 cards again. Yeah, we're just going to take that top card. Last shuffle. And nothing, 1 card does not fall out. We will just take the top card. Last shuffle. Here we go. And top card. Temperance in reverse. It's about taking that middle path. That's that Sagittarius energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, 4 swords in reverse. Whew. Divine masculine, you are telling a tale today. A tale today. All right, divine masculine. This is that, this is temperance, okay? This is temperance in reverse, okay? Temperance is normally Sagittarius energy. That's your fire signs, okay? But this is normally about taking that middle path, but in reverse, it's about going to the extremes and not having balance. It can even be about, you know, I just completely lost the word that I was going to say. Excess. I'm sorry. My mind just had a fart on me. You know, this is about going to excess and extremes and so I feel like divine masculine. For some of you, what this means is, because it is very specifically, it does say, you know, children and forgiveness. I think some of you, again, this is about 2 different messages. Some of you definitely need to be forgiving your children quickly and not going to excess. Don't harp on it all day. Don't make them punish all day. If they did something wrong, they don't need to be grounded all day. You need to forgive them and move on. This is a good time to set an example of the right thing to do, okay? Let's not just lash out and punish our children because that's our old way of thinking. Let's evolve and try to find a better way, okay? Otherwise, what this means is that some of you have been very immature. Some of you have been very childish, and you need some forgiveness because you have been going to that extreme. You have been extremely childish, extremely immature, and it is definitely, today is the day you need to be seeking forgiveness, divine masculine. You need to, whoever it is you have been acting childish and immature to, extremely childish and immature, today is the day, not the day. Today is the day you need to be asking for forgiveness. Now look here, divine masculine. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 4 swords in reverse, okay? So let's look at it from this way, because that's interesting, because you see how you get the butterfly. Normally, this is about restoration, okay? But in reverse, the 4 swords, he can be a bit burned out. He can be pretty stressed out in general. He's very restless, okay? And so I think, very specifically, divine masculine, some of you are your children are causing you to feel very burned out, maybe spent a little bit too much time together at home perhaps lately, and you're getting very annoyed, and perhaps, you know, they do something wrong. Don't go to the extremes, please. You know, you need to work on forgiving them, okay? You need to let it go, set a good example of how to be mature and how to have grace for your children. And please, please remember that not only are your children watching you, but so is your divine feminine. And this is what she wants. She wants this happy family, happy home, okay? So let's not go to excess. Let's not, you know, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? Let's practice compassion. Let's practice grace today, divine masculine. Okay, now we've read for the divine feminine. We've read for the divine masculine. Now comes time to read for the collective, for the relationship. So the first card we're going to draw from is Getting Into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks, channeling Abraham. And let's see what the message is for the relationship today, twin flames. Let's see what message Abraham has today. All right, Abraham, what message do you have today for the twin flames? Got cards flipping and flopping and trying to jump out, aren't they? My goodness. This deck never stays all in one direction. I gave up trying to keep it all in one direction a long time ago because, as you see, the cards flip very easy. They're kind of sticky cards. The Abraham is very thoughtful, and so the cards come out slowly. That's why they're very sticky. All right, Abraham, what message do you have for my divine feminine and my divine masculines today? Tell us about this relationship the twins can expect. Here we go. All right, twins. We drew number 52, which adds up to 7. Feeling negative emotions means I'm launching request. Ooh, I'm about to hit where it hurts, twins. Yes, I am. As more people observe hardship and strike a tense resistant pose and therefore disallow their own well-being, others use them as their reason to do the same. And in a very short time, a very negative pattern of resistance can sweep through your population. The good news is, in this scenario, in every moment that every person is feeling a negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched. And those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by source. So listen. Feeling negative emotions means I'm launching requests. So when you are feeling a negative emotion, you're sitting in a negative vibration and you're launching out negative energy. So guess what? You're requesting negative energy to come back to you. But remember that the beautiful thing about this world is that you can't go up without going down. There is an opposite to everything. And so when you put out the negative energy request, guess what else you're putting out? The opposite, the positive energy request. And both of these things are going to come to you. And you may ask how that can be, but that's exactly how it is. And how you choose to respond to them is how the universe responds to you. So as you are having negative emotions, you are launching requests. You are launching requests for more negative things to come to you, but you are also getting very clear about what you don't want. So now you are clear about what you do want. So you can launch a request for what you do want, okay? So we need to really, I feel like twins today, the divine, just coming, before we even finish this, the divine masculine is feeling a little burned out, a little stressed out, and maybe not just a little, extremely burned out, extremely stressed out. And he may be a little impatient, a little childlike, a little immature today, and he may need to be forgiven for that behavior. Alternatively, he may be getting a little annoyed with your children. Divine feminine, please be aware of that. Please exercise your best judgment and realize that we're all going through this great awakening is happening to all of us. But in the end, it's going to be okay. You got a very happy home on the table. All right, now let's draw a relationship oracle. We're going to draw from The Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. All right, angels, what messages do you have for our divine twins today? Heart-to-heart conversations. Well, it looks like some of you are definitely going to be talking and have some heart-to-heart. And I have a feeling it's going to be either about this forgiveness for the childlike behavior, or it's going to be about forgiveness for your children. But definitely just some forgiveness through heart-to-heart conversations on the table today. All right, one more shuffle. All right, angels, what messages do you have for our divine twins today? Tell us what our divine femmes and our divine masculines need to know. Twin flame journey is definitely not an easy one, but is absolutely worth it, and more important now than ever. We need our divine twins to be working together to raise these vibrations on this planet. Look here, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I love this. Yeah. I love this because twins, at the bottom of the deck, passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so twins, let's talk about that. Divine masculine, he's feeling very, 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 very burned out. He's feeling excessively burned out, okay? And as a result, he may be acting childish, or he may be just not able to handle y'all's kids. Somebody is going to need some forgiveness today. And it looks that like the divine feminine, who has been doing some hard work and doing a lot of work this year. This year, she has really been working on, raising her vibrations and going towards, that higher self. So that she can have a happy home and a happy family. Well, that's good, because while the divine masculine has been focusing on this negative, excessive energy, the divine feminine, which is exactly what we're here for, to counterbalance each other. When the divine masculine is feeling too heavy, it's the divine feminine's job to come in and lighten the load, right? And that's what this is. So as the divine masculine today is feeling very heavy, it is our responsibility, divine feminines, to counterbalance him. For every negative thought he has, I need you to counterbalance it with a positive thought, okay? And in fact, divine feminine and divine masculine, it may be very important today that y'all take a little bit of time to retreat, to disconnect from the world. And while you're at it, spend some time turning off the phones and the TVs and the computers, putting the kids to bed, even taking a little nap, whatever it is, so you can work on reconnecting your passion towards each other, okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You really need to focus on reconnecting through retreat and passion today, all right? Because divine masculine, you are very, very tired, and it's definitely, it's impacting the whole family. This whole family can feel it, okay? So divine feminine, I need you today to take it upon yourself to help him find some time to retreat, to help him find some time to reconnect to you through some passion, so that he can release some of the stress, okay? Some of this burnout. Let it go and reconnect so that you can come back together and be a happy family, because that's what is at the root of this, is that your family, your home life, being happy is at the root of all this. All right, let's draw just a couple quick tarot cards just for some clarification. We're going to draw from the Paulina Tarot. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do you have for my divine twin flames? All right. Divine masculine, I really feel like y'all have been probably just working very hard, and you're just kind of burnt out and stressed out. And maybe this caused you to act a little, immature. A little childish, or maybe you just don't have the patience you need for your children right now. All right, first card on the table, Two of Pentacles in reverse. All right, second and third card. Oh, got too many. Let's see what we got, just out of curiosity, but we're not going to keep that. We just need two more cards, please. Okay, next card on the table, Ten of Swords. All right. And one more card, please. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Just one more card. All right. Oh, no, that's like 20 cards. Just one, please. Just one card, please. There we go. Uh-oh. Yep. That's exactly what this is saying. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, this is an interesting reading if I ever saw one. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump into this. Two of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Pentacles, that represents your earth signs, your Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also represents your material world, your career, and your finance. And in reverse, it's about being overwhelmed. And, maybe feeling unbalanced and just really and truly, it's about being overwhelmed. For some reason, the word overwhelmed just was on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't pinch it. Some of you very specifically, this could be about finances. And so I feel like maybe a divine masculine, the message I'm hearing is some of you, it could be finances that are making you feel a little stressed out, or maybe extremely stressed out and overwhelmed. But there is an overall feeling of overwhelmed feelings from this relationship. There's just been a lot of stress, feeling negative emotions means I'm launching a request. Well, that's what this is. This is this overwhelming feeling. So you've been feeling very overwhelmed and you've been launching that. So like I said, while the divine masculine may be feeling that, remember divine feminine, it is our responsibility to counterbalance that, okay? And that is exactly what she's doing. Look, see how she's riding the horse and she's balancing those energies, right? So that's on us, divine feminine. If our divine masculine is feeling overwhelmed, we really need to launch those requests to counterbalance that energy. Now, interesting, in the middle here, yeah, he is feeling overwhelmed. This sword, this is the Ten of Swords. This is probably one of my least favorite cards of all. Swords represent your air signs, your Gemini, your Libra, your Aquarius. It represents your thoughts and the things you focus on. Ten of Swords, this is a guy, this is just, he's collapsed. He is dead. I mean, he's like literally put a fork in me. I'm done, right? This is just the end of the road. He can't go any further than this, right? This is just the end, right? He's dead. So when I say that you, divine masculine, have been feeling excessively stressed out, you have been feeling excessively stressed out. Now, the card right next to it is the Two of Pentacles, so I think it may have something to do definitely about finances. Divine masculine, you may be feeling some strong stress coming on about finances or career, okay? Now, like I said, divine feminine, it's on us to, counteract that energy, to bring it back in and help him get balanced. You have been working hard on yourself and you've been really getting your own enlightenment, so you can kind of see what you need to know and you can kind of understand this delicate dance that you need to do, come at it softly and not attack it. Now, interesting is that before this day is over, like I said, he's feeling very overwhelmed, and this day is just going to go from worse. He's going to, divine masculine, I feel like you're going to start off feeling pretty tired and unbalanced, and you're just going to get worse. And before this day is over, you are going to have, and maybe even your family, a tower moment. Now, the thing about a tower moment is that it can be a pretty big, but after the tower always comes the rebuilding. If you notice, these are phoenixes circling this tower. From the ashes comes the phoenix, right? So it's about rebuilding that life. And so what's interesting is that is exactly what this is saying. Some of you have been feeling so overwhelmed, excessively overwhelmed and stressed out, but you have maybe been very immature, very childish, and you are going to lose it. You are at the end of your rope and you are about to lose it. And I'm going to tell you, divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flames, hear me now. If this happens today, this tower is not a relationship ending tower. It's just that today you might have a little bit of an argument. Divine masculine, please be self-aware enough to be aware that you need to ask for forgiveness. And divine feminine, please be self-aware enough to know that you have been working very hard and you can allow for and give some grace. Use your best judgment and understand that maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's about him. Maybe he's feeling very stressed out. Maybe this whole time he's been in lockdown. We've been in quarantine and lockdown. Maybe it's been affecting his finances and he is just tired and exhausted and he's hit the end of his rope. And today you're going to see it, all right? He may be even, passion can be, love and everything, but passion can also be seeing red, right? And being very passionately angry. And that may be a lot of what's coming. Now, what's interesting is at the bottom of the deck there, though, we have the Nine of Cups. And this is wishes fulfilled and happiness and satisfaction. And as you see, again, that's sitting right next to the Ten of Cups. And these are both beautiful cards. And these are sitting right here with our divine feminine. So I'm here to tell you, divine feminine, it's going to be okay. And twins, it's absolutely going to be okay. It appears that you have come to the end of your rope. You're exhausted, you're tired, and you're going to blow up today. Understand that while that may sometimes be necessary, sometimes you got to burn down the forest to clear out the underbrush to let the flowers grow, right? So, divine feminines, be patient, have some grace, and understand that after this is all said and done, there's nothing that is done that cannot be forgiven. Retreat, spend some time working on, your relationship. Seek forgiveness, and divine feminine, hold your relationship in the very, very highest regard, because I promise it's going to be okay. Don't let this tower scare you. It's just an argument. It's just one day. It's not forever. And then maybe this tower is going to lead to the breakthrough that's going to give you your wishes and your dreams come true. So let me know if this resonates with you, if any of this speaks to you. I want to hear from you. Leave me some comments down below. I'd love to talk to you. And as always, if you found this helpful, I would love for you to share this. Come back every day for my daily tarot energetic forecast and my daily twin flame readings. And until I see you next time, keep on praying and know that I love you. Bye, y'all.